What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Here's your daily focus. Who's ready to get daved in the face? We got a few things I want to talk about. I want to talk about Ryback. I want to talk about his interview that he had on the Jericho Talk is Jericho. And I also want to talk about a little bit about the interview. This whole fucking craziness that's going on with that. But first, I want to say thank you. You guys got me to 200 subs. I'm so appreciative of it. I mean, it really does mean the world to me. To think that anybody gives a shit about what I have to say, let alone 200 people, is absolutely astounding to me. You guys have been supporting me on all of the wrestling videos. Been some support on the sports videos. Some very good support on the Creators Corner stuff. And amazing, overwhelming support on all the unboxings. My daughter really appreciates it, as do I. So I just really wanted to give you a heartfelt thank you. We're only the beginning. We're going to continue to get bigger and better from here. The more subs I get, the more I can justify putting money into this and making things a little bit better, more flashy, and overall give you guys a better product, because it means a lot to me. I enjoy doing this. It gives me a place to vent all of the insane things that go on in my head. And I love interacting with all you guys. I've met some really cool people. I've met a couple fucking nutcases too, but I've met some really cool people on here. And some of you have really helped out with the show. Dave Rose, Isaac Rojas, you guys have been amazing. Terry, she's been a supporter of mine and Joe Cronin Show and the entire family for a very long time. So there's just so many of you guys out there. I've met some cool people like Abstract Muscle, Lauren Darkin. I mean, just some really cool cats that have really come into the family. So I really appreciate everybody who comments and talks. Flamin' Daddy is another commenter who comments quite often. I appreciate all the feedback. I even love some of the hate. So, you know, I really appreciate what we have, and I want to continue to get better. And we're going to be going places together. So, and remember, when I get the 500 subs, even if you do not watch the unboxing videos, if you're a subscriber, when I get to 500, I will be doing a giveaway of, I'm setting items aside from every unboxing that I do, and I'll be placing them in a box that I'll be shipping to a winner at 500 subs. I know 500 seems a long ways away, but I started this in September, and I've already got 200 subs. And we're really starting to roll now. And I don't think 500 is as far off as I thought it was going to be. So let's get on to the show, shall we? I sucked everybody's cock long enough, I believe. Let's start with the interview stuff. I want to get that out of the way because I'm just so fucking frustrated with this entire situation. If you don't know what the interview is, it's a movie by Seth Rogen and James Franco in which they were granted an interview with Kim Jong-un, and the CIA get a hold of them and train them to kill him. It seems like a funny premise. I mean, North Korea sucks. Kim Jong-un sucks. Kim Jong-il sucked. You know, so it's a funny premise. And, you know, Hollywood and media, it's what we can do. We can go on here and say, man, I'd love that guy to fucking get eaten by a goddamn dog, like the way he killed his uncle, by the way. Allegedly. We don't know if it's true. Pretty fucking sure. All of this shit, you know. And the movie gets fucking pulled. Not because of anything that, like, you know, our Congress was like, hey, maybe this isn't a good idea, or moral outrage within the community of movies and Actors Guild or anything. No, that's not what happened. Hackers, these hacktivists, these cutesy little fucks who think that they're, we're hackers, but we're activists. We're hacktivists. No, you're fucking agents of goddamn chaos and terror is what you are, you pieces of fucking shit. Now, whether you're anonymous, whether you're fucking actually North Korean hackers, whatever the hell you might be, you're pieces of shit. You're scum of the fucking earth. And let me tell you, you might think that you are, and you know what, go ahead and hack me. I don't give a shit at this point. I really don't. You might think that what you're doing is just, and it's your fucking opinion that this movie is bad, that oh, maybe we shouldn't be making fun of it. It's fucking freedom of expression. We can make fun of, we can satire, we can burn an effigy, any fucking thing we want. Anything we want, it's okay. It's the only fucking thing we have is our voices. And you want to silence it. You want to fucking strike down artistic expression. For what? For some fucking fruity ass ideology that doesn't even make fucking sense? Yeah, because rationalizing with the dictators of the fucking world has certainly worked in the fucking past. Rationalizing and fucking protecting the shit that's wrong in the world has worked so fucking well in the past. No, let me tell you folks, it fucking hasn't. I had a little rage spit start going up there. That was not good. It's frustrating. And here's why you don't give in to these fucking people. This is why you don't pull your shit. Because Sony backs down and pulls the fucking interview from circulation because individual theater companies were being threatened with violence from these cocksuckers who are self-righteous pricks stating, oh, we're hacktivists and we're doing this for a cause. We're going to threaten other people with fucking violence and we're going to blackmail Sony to fucking get what we want. Yeah, that's real good fucking work. That's great morality right there. Because somebody made a movie you don't like, you're going to fucking hijack their lives. You're going to threaten them with divulging all kinds of information about their private lives. You're going to hold up a production and cost a movie company reportedly over $500 million. Yeah, that's bang up work. That's real good. That's something to be proud of. That's real good work. Here's why you don't give in to these fucking people. So, like I said, Sony goes ahead and does it. They pull it. They say, you know what, fuck it. Obviously some big information has been hacked for them to do this. And what do they get? They get another threat. They're greeted with another threat. Now, here's what the latest message that Sony got. Now, we want you to never let the movie released, distributed, or leaked in any form. For instance, DVD or piracy. We still have your private and sensitive data. And claims that they will ensure the security of their data unless you make additional trouble. That's what they're fucking saying. Can you believe this? And we want everything related to the movie, including its trailers, as well as its full version down from any website hosting them immediately. Can you fucking believe this shit? If this doesn't make you angry, if this doesn't piss you off, Sony complied. Sony fucking did what they said, even though they shouldn't have, but they did anyway. And these goddamn terrorists, because it's what they are. These are a group of people with a political agenda that is using scare tactics to get what they want. That is definition of a terror group, okay? These are terrorists, and they should be treated as such. And in my opinion, blown off the fucking map, okay? Because this pisses me off so much. I just can't even tell you. It riles me to the fucking core. This is why you don't give in to them, because all they want is more. This sets such a dangerous precedent. Because why can't any fucking movie in Hollywood now be taken off? Because some asshole doesn't like it. Some asshole with computer skills can take Miramax's fucking sensitive data now. Can fucking do whatever they want. And you know how frustrating this is? It's unbelievably frustrating. It's scary and it's wrong. It's absolutely 100% wrong. And you guys shouldn't put up with it. Sony shouldn't be putting up with it. What Sony should do is they should do one of two things. One, either give the fucking movie for free to every torrent site in the world. I guess BitTorrent already approached them and said, we'll distribute it. We don't care. Fuck North Korea. Fuck these goddamn hacktivists. We'll distribute it to the world. That's one way to go. I have a better idea. Recoup some of these losses and put it on pay-per-view tonight. Start it on circulation on pay-per-view tonight and release it for $5. It'll be one of the cheapest movies on pay-per-view ever. or some shit like that. I don't know how much pay-per-view movies cost now, but put it for $4, $5, whatever. Do you have any idea how many homes are going to fucking buy that? You're going to make your money back plus some. Because this is ridiculous. Even if the movie sucks, which by all accounts, it's a terrible movie, should not be surprised. It's going to be terrible. But that's not the point. It's not the fucking point. What's happening in this situation is flat out wrong. It's wrong. And it should not be tolerated. So, there it is. That's my piece on that. Let's move on to some wrestling. There's an interview conducted by Y2J with Ryback. And Y2J did not waste any time. He went right into the CM Punk stuff. And which was a little surprising considering Chris Jericho's affiliation with WWE and the fact that Ryback has already basically been forbidden from commenting in the past. He deleted all of his tweets on the matter and everything. But Chris Jericho went after it, and Ryback said a lot of things, and we'll get into that in a second. The first thing I want to talk about is how well his interview is being received. And I watched it. I thought he came off exceptionally well. Believable, likable, completely relatable, and sincere. Nothing seemed contrived. It didn't seem bullshit. Even when he was defending himself, it seemed completely on the level. And I'm not just, I like CM Punk, but so many of the things that he has said during that interview has been rebutted and by others. I feel this Ryback interview blows holes through CM Punk shit, and you have to start looking at the credibility of what CM Punk has to say. And you take into more consideration about that interview that it was really just a fucking publicity stunt. When it comes down to it, that's all it really was. It means even less to me now because it was just a publicity stunt for his UFC announcement. But here's what Ryback had to say to Punk, basically running him down and saying he took 20 years off his life and he confronted him and he called him stupid and all this stuff. This is what Ryback had to say. I went and heard part of it. Punk was always good to me. And when he was here, I felt I was good to him. He was never like that to my face, and I felt we always had good matches for the most part on the live events. To leave and say the things he said, I try not to take anything personal anymore. So whatever he's going through, if he feels he needs to say that, I can tell you it's not true. Ryback added that if he was really as dangerous, and this makes a little bit of sense too, if he was really as dangerous as Punk says he is, WWE would not put him in the ring with guys like Jericho, Daniel Bryan, John Cena, and others. That's a really good point, and something nobody else has really talked about. It's very, very true. If Ryback was the way CM Punk ripped him, WWE would not be putting him in to matches with the highest profile guys that are in the company. It's just bad fucking investment. You could say what you want about the booking, but they're not going to damage their products with a guy who's known to be that dangerous. So obviously there's a middle ground between what Punk and Ryback have to say. So he goes on, he continues. It's one of those things, it's like, come on, man. I don't understand if it's a personal thing with me. I don't know, but I have no ill feelings toward the guy. I wish him the best. Ryback also give props to Punk for starting something new and getting into MMA. He said he won't take Punk's comments personal because everyone in WWE knows the real Ryback. Ryback said that he felt bad about the botched table spot at TLC, but said that the confrontation Punk described, where Punk asked Ryback if he was stupid, did not and would never happen. Look, a lot of people in comment sections has been like, oh, Ryback thinks he's a tough guy, that CM Punk would take him apart and all this stuff. Look, here's the reality. If a guy that size, even with limited fighting ability, does get a hold of a guy the size of Punk, he could fucking do a lot of damage to him. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. And Ryback isn't completely fucking worthless. You know, I'm sure he knows how to defend himself. He at least knows how to grab somebody and squeeze real tight. Sometimes that's all you need to do when you're a guy, when you're a man the size of Ryback. So, you know, I feel his interview was so well done. I really enjoyed it because I felt there was, aside from defending himself, I didn't feel that there was some fucking agenda like there was with Punk's interview. And, you know, it's kind of cool. And you could say what you want about Ryback. There's a lot of reasons to not like the guy. There's no question the guy has been dangerous in his career. He has made some stupid mistakes, but he has gotten a lot better. He's worked hard to become better in the ring. And I feel that there's a noticeable improvement in his in-ring ability. Yeah, he's still goofy, and the WWE wants him to be goofy. They want to feed me more character, so that's what he gives them, and he does the best he can with it. So you know, it is what it is. You take it for what it's worth, really. At the end of the day, and I like Ryback. I think he can be a big star. He still has a long way to go. He needs to work on his mic skills. He needs to work in the ring. But you know, I think the foundation's there for a good star. People are nowadays. There was this big prejudice in the wrestling community about vanilla midgets, you know, the smaller wrestler. But now, because of that, we as fans have this prejudice against bigger, muscled-up guys because we know how good the vanilla midgets can work. And so now so many people have gotten this stigma about the bigger guy that they automatically suck. And it's not necessarily true. Rowan is not a great example because after I originally thought Rowan was going to be very good in the ring, they put him in a terrible spot with Big Show, and now I'm not so sure. But Harper, you know, he's breaking the mold as far as big guys are concerned. You look back in history at guys like Big Show when he was the Giant. People forget how well that guy moved. The shit he did at his size and weight back in the day is simply amazing. And Kevin Nash wasn't always a two-move type guy either. When he was Diesel, he moved pretty goddamn well. You know, there was a lot of big guys that are far better than we want to give them credit for. And because we're so used to these smaller guys, the Ziggler, the Bryans, the Punks, Hideo Itami's, Finn Balor, all these smaller guys, AJ Styles, these dudes who move the way they do, it's so easy to look at the muscled up guy and be like, you know, but is that any better than what was happening in the past? No, it's not. It's just as fucked up when you think about it. Going from one extreme to another is never a good thing, ever. So that's all I got. Let me know what you guys think. I can't wait to hear what you guys have to say about some of the things I talked about on today's show. You notice I didn't bring up Del Rio. Figure that shit out. Why didn't I bring him up? Because it doesn't fucking matter. Even if he does sign with TNA, which is a dumb move by both parts to do it, it's not going to fucking matter. Why? Because Del Rio fucking sucks. Del Rio is not... Oh my God, so many people are trying to convince themselves that Del Rio is this great wrestler. He's really not. He's stale. His matches are so fucking boring. They're so boring. They're the same fucking match. And he's not even all that technically sound. You know, like I said the same thing about Bret Hart, about how every match is basically the same with Bret Hart, which is true. But at least everything that Bret Hart did was good and entertaining. Yes, it was the same match night in, night out. It really was. But it was watchable. Del Rio is so boring, and his charisma is not what people think it is. And oh my God, it's just, what does it say when your announcer is more fucking over than you are? I think about that before you Del Rio supporters and Dave haters come out of the woodwork. His announcer was more over than he was. Fuck Del Rio. WWE's better off without him. They pushed this fucking guy to the moon. He had title opportunity, title reign, like 3 of them. You know, my God, they gave him the biggest goddamn Royal Rumble in history. They gave him that victory. Sweet fucking Jesus. So to say that Del Rio was ever treated unfairly in WWE would just flat out be wrong. And he can go wherever he wants. That's perfectly fine. But it's a dumb move by TNA financially, and it's an even dumber move by Del Rio. Because he wants to give the fucking finger to WWE. Stick in Ring of Honor. Stick down in Lucha. Don't go to fucking TNA. Jesus Christ. Anyways, that's all I got. Thank you again for 200 subs, guys. You are absolutely amazing. You astound me every single day. Make sure you're checking out everything else that's going on the channel. A little bit of announcement. I'll make a more formal video so it's not lost in the sauce. But there will be no Creators Corner next week because of Christmas. I will be doing daily videos throughout the week to send my Christmas love to all you motherfuckers out there. And if there's anything special you want to hear talk about around the Christmas time season, you let me know. Also, thank you for the support on the top 5 video I did yesterday. If there are future top 5 subjects you would like me to talk about, please let me know. I'm open to all suggestions. I think I'm going to do a 5 worst finishers of all time. I think that'll be a fun video to do. And I'll continue to try to put as much into them as I humanly possibly can. So thank you for all the support as always. Like, subscribe, share, tweet me at DeadOnDaveV. Right here, the Dead on Dave. Follow me on Google+, all of that good stuff. You can get to Google+ from here, I think, whatever. My Facebook page, Dead on Dave Productions. Make sure you check me out there. I got like no likes on that page. I got like 60. So go ahead and check out there. I put other content there as well. So thank you guys. And we will see you tomorrow right here on your Daily Focus. Focus. Peace.